Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to more GBFC. 6 things we learned from England 2, Albania 0. I know a lot of you guys are big fans of the 6 things we learned series. So, for the first time ever, I believe, we're doing a 6 things we learned, and it's got nothing to do with Chelsea. So, if you want to see 6 things we learned, not just for England, but maybe other games that we watch as well, then smack a like on the video, subscribe to more GBFC if you are new. And England are off to, I'm not going to say a flyer because I don't want to, speak too soon and peak too early when it comes to being optimistic about England's chances. Obviously, I've already told you, we're going to win the flipping World Cup for the second time in our history. I'm confident of it, okay? Because Thomas Tuchel's the manager. We've got a great squad of players. And I think we did learn stuff here against Albania, even though we didn't absolutely blow them away. If we take a little look here at the momentum chart, England was so dominant. There's little tiny bursts from Albania here and there, but overall, England were absolutely in control of this game. We didn't really expect anything other than that, did we? Wembley, Tuchel's first match. I think when we analysed the interviews, and obviously I've done that, so if you want to check that video out, it was the last video on the channel. When we're listening to Tuchel speak, he talks a lot about wanting to excite England fans, talking about entertaining the people that pay their good money to go to Wembley Stadium when England play. It's a rarity. And I wouldn't necessarily say that this was the most exciting England performance, but at the same time, there is not really much we could have done. Albania parked the bus, as you would expect them to do. And 6 things we learned. If you're not aware of what this series is, we have got green boxes for great things, blue box for like man of the match standout, yellow for stuff that isn't too bad but could be improved on, and a red is for bad things. So, I guess we should talk really about the ebb and flow of the game, how everything went down. If we take a little look here again, England absolutely dominating the possession, 74% of the ball. Keeper didn't have to make a save the whole night. Goalkeeper for what is it? Flipping Albania with 3 saves. 865 passes. That is a team that is very much in control. That is a team that is incredibly organised when you compare that to the 299 passes that Albania completed. This is about as dominant of a start for Thomas Tuchel's reign as England manager as you can possibly find. If we take a little look at the group table right now, Latvia beat Andorra 1-0, and then these two teams play England and Latvia in the middle of next week. So, I guess we should get straight in now to the boxes here on 6 things we learned. Box number 1, the first time ever in a non-Chelsea video, it is a green for an Arsenal player, Miles Lewis-Skelly. To score a goal for your country on your debut is a pretty special thing. I think he's actually now officially the youngest goal scorer that England have had in a competitive fixture. I believe Marcus Rashford might have held the record before it. I might be completely wrong with that, but that's what I'm led to believe. And it's a great goal as well. And this is something that I have seen throughout my time of following Thomas Tuchel as a manager, because Ben Chilwell was a player under Tuchel when he was at Chelsea that would get forward and quite often be one of the final men in the box. When it came to people that would arrive at the right space, right time to score, that's exactly what we saw from Lewis-Skelly last night. And look, I think overall, England have had, in the build-up to even this game really, the fact that Lewis-Skelly was called up was not really a surprise to anyone. But I think the left-back position, when England fans talk about the frailties, the weaknesses in the potential squad, I think the left-back position is certainly one where we're looking and thinking, well, if only we had as many left backs as we've got available potential right backs. We've had all these years of having Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, Trippier, Reece James, and the list can go on and on and on with that one. But Lewis-Skelly, I thought he was absolutely brilliant. He was everywhere during the game. And look, in Tuchel's first game, right, it's about making sure you just get the job done. I think a lot of fans might look at it last night and be like, it's a bit anticlimactic, but to expect Tuchel to have just 4 days to work with these players and really get them clicking It was just all about getting the job done. And Lewis-Skelly set us up on our way at Wembley. Box number 2 is a green for the captain, Harry Kane. And look, Harry Kane's one of them footballers, right, that I absolutely love him. It's just a shame he always played for Spurs, because I've never had a chance in my YouTube career, apart from back in the FIFA days, to actually praise the bloke. And look, when Harry Kane is your striker, there's a lot of expectation on the team, because he is one of the best strikers in the world for the past 10 years. And what we saw was a captain's performance again. You can see there, gets an 8.2 rating, the highest rated player on the pitch alongside this guy at the back, Dan Burn. But it's a green for Harry Kane. It's a brilliantly taken goal. And look, the longer it goes and it stays 1-0, Wembley starts to get a bit nervous. Are Albania going to conjure something up out of nowhere? Armando Broja came on at the start of the second half. That would have been an interesting one if he would have got a goal. But Kane seals it. It's another England goal, and it is the second and 3 points. We move into box number 3. Entertainment-wise, this isn't going to be the game that we all remember as we're watching the highlights of it like we did the Beckham free kick against Greece to get us to the World Cup in 2002. But as I've already said, this is Tuchel's first game in charge. He's been working with the players for 4 days. That isn't enough time to really implement anything. And look, England fans might be like, oh, but you said we're going to be excited, we're going to be entertained. At this point, just get the job done. These 2 games, there's not been enough time to see anything click, really. And if we take it back to the formation, I'm quite surprised, actually. At 4-2-3-1, it obviously favours all of the players out there. You've got Curtis Jones and Rice in that midfield pivot. Kyle Walker. I thought Ezri Konsa had a really good game. But I think 4-2-3-1, Tuchel's renowned for being flexible when it comes to those formations. Loves to go to a 3 at the back at times too. But I think this is a good foundation to start with here for England. Box number 4, Dan Burn. What a flipping time this guy is having right now. Dan Burn, 8.2 rating. The man was excellent. He could have got himself a goal. Heads it onto the crossbar at Wembley a week after flipping scoring at Wembley. This guy right now, 32 years old. England are going to need this, you know. I don't think it can be the Chelsea flipping model of just stick all the flipping kids out there, put all the youth together. I know that we can't go out and buy people. This is England. But we need a mixture. We need a balance. Dan Burn, experienced player, and I thought he was absolutely excellent in that first game of the World Cup 2026 qualifiers. Box number 5, Jude Bellingham. I thought he absolutely bossed it, got himself an assist as well. Declan Rice with the other assist for Harry Kane's goal. But Bellingham was part of absolutely everything that England did. Got over 100 touches of the ball, 102 touches, 91% of his passes completed. And as well as that, 6 out of his 7 ground duels. The guy, for me, I think England are very lucky that he is still so young, because when you play at Real Madrid, and you can see what Bellingham is like at Real Madrid, he's bossing people like Vinicius Jr. around. He's a leader, naturally born. And England, the fact that this World Cup is yet again another Real Madrid season for him, Tuchel immediately puts him there in a more attacking position. I think his importance on this squad and this team moving forward, I think it's just going to grow and grow and grow. Box number 6 is a yellow, because it wasn't really a big test here for England. I mean, if you look at the ratings again for the Albania players, like, they didn't really offer anything. England managed to make 5 substitutions. James coming on literally in the dying seconds of the game. Jordan Henderson on for Rice. None of the subs are really doing too much here, but England just got the job done. And I think what we're going to find difficult is, because we are not really playing too many top teams in this group, no offense, but Serbia, they're going to be tough, actually. That is going to be hard. But England, a lot of the teams in this group, Albania are probably one of the better ones, you know, and they didn't really offer anything. They just parked the bus. England can dominate the ball, but it's like watching Chelsea. Everybody knows low block, frustrate them, and then hope you get a chance down the other end. England are always going to dominate the ball. We're going to have loads of it. But are we going to come up against anybody that's going to test us enough so that when we do, hopefully, qualify for the World Cup, are we going to be in a position where we've never been tested by a top team under Tuchel? That is my early concerns with just how fluidly easy this game was for us. Until the tests come, we can't really know too much about it. But look, To win the first game, it's a good start. I'm happy with it. Let me know the 6 things that you learn in the comments down below. From England 2, Albania 0. Smack a like if you enjoyed this one. I'll do another one for the game against Latvia in midweek. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all later. Come on, England.